Mario here. So what a weekend. We had Bevelin destroy not one, not two, but 3 Black Lives murals. And we had prayer services, illegal prayer services in Huntington Beach. We had illegal rallies all up and down California. And there's nothing they can do about it. The media is doing their best to go, la, 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 I don't see it, nope, nope, nope. On Friday, we had a rainbow unicorn, I guess you want to call them, a trans person splash blue paint all over the Black Lives Matter mural in front of Trump Tower. And within moments, she was arrested. Of course, they have to arrest her. But she's over there screaming, trans lives matter, trans lives, we are trans. And what does the news say? Woman with rainbow flag. Well, technically she is a woman, okay? You're not misgendering her. But you should say trans woman. Oh, but you're not going to say that because that's something that then people are going to start talking about. A trans woman doing this? That's not okay. And that's exactly why what Bevelin did was so poignant. She's black. There's no hiding it. She's over there rolling and writhing on the pavement, screaming, refund the police, and it's a black woman, and the media can't hide it. This is what we need to start doing. We need to start waking the media up, shattering the narrative, and being out there, being explosive, because all they're going to do is go, we don't see you, we ignore you because you don't fit the narrative. They want a white person to point guns at black people, just like they did in Missouri, those 2 judges. They're trying to come down hard on those judges because they fit a narrative. Little do they tell you that those judges live in a gated community, and when you live in a gated community, the sidewalk and the street are no longer public property. Those are private property, and you have no legal right to be there or to do a public demonstration on those streets. So they were well within their right to go out onto their lawn and say, get off my lawn, with their firearms, because technically you're not even supposed to be on their street. I digress. We are doing some fantastic work. I'm loving all of this activism that people are doing, the going out onto the beach, going out into Murrieta, California, the thousands of people that are out there. Remember, you guys, we do have infiltrators. They are in there. They're trying to dox us. They're trying to ruin us. But the stronger and the tighter we stick together, the less and less they can dox us. Bevelin made a very, very astute point in that there are, I don't want to say the word, I want to say barbaric invasion, barbaric religion embedded within BLM. And when I was watching the video of her defacing, I believe it was either Brooklyn or Harlem, I don't remember which one, it was one of the night videos, there was an African-American gentleman who was screaming at her friend, and her friend is over there going, Jesus, Jesus, love Jesus, you need Jesus. And this man is screaming at her in a dialect that I didn't understand. I immediately started thinking, okay, is it Spanish? It's not Spanish. French? No. Okay, it's not even really a romantic language. It doesn't sound like a romantic language. Then I started thinking, well, where is it from? It's obviously from across the pond. What is it? Is it Middle Eastern? When I started listening to the words, it wasn't Middle Eastern because I have friends who speak Farsi and I have friends who speak Arabic. I know what Middle Eastern languages sound like. It didn't sound like a Middle Eastern language. It sounded more like an African language, which leads me to believe that they are probably an import. Not a problem. But when you start talking about Africa and you start talking about the main religion in Africa and what's going on in Africa, you start seeing that Christians are in the minority. You're starting seeing that whites are in the minority. People talk about, what is it, the South African 1814 or 1914? All the whites were killed. They killed every single white person because they thought that they were the whites were the superior race, and they unjustly subjugated them. So they killed every single white person. They didn't care what they were, who they were, whether they were young or old. That's a scary thing. They're trying to reproduce that here in the States, and that's not going to happen. There have too many people, like my friend Christy, who's willing to stand in front of BLM, like Juliet, who's willing to paint on top of their mural, like me, who's willing to stand out there in stilettos. We are all willing to stand up against this and shatter this narrative, because the media will pretend every single time that these unicorn division, these rainbow cavalry do not exist. We do exist. And we're loud, and we're getting louder. We're working together, we're unifying, and we're going to be doing some amazing things. I can't wait to start combining forces with more and more of my unicorn friends because we are going to do something amazing for our country. This Sunday, I'm going to go to the Great American Shootout at my local gun club. I've invited a whole bunch of Rainbow Patriots, and guess what? We're going to do videos. We're showing the LGBT behind guns. We are not afraid to use guns. We are pro Second Amendment. We understand that when someone is trying to hurt us, the best defense for us, if we are overmatched and overpowered, is a firearm. That's the reason why we have firearms, for self-defense. Period. It doesn't matter if it's a rifle, a handgun, revolver, or assault rifle. They are all meant for self-defense in some way, shape, or form. I love you all. I will talk to you guys later.